Heung-Min Son and Harry Kane do it again for Tottenham as Tottenham take that step closer to European football next season. Newcastle 1, Tottenham 3. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Today is game day. Newcastle United v Tottenham in the Premier League. It is Tottenham's 36th game in the Premier League, which means we have only 3 games left. Tottenham have to get 9 points out of a possible 9 to have any chance of securing European football for next season in the Europa League. We have to finish 6th or 7th. In the last couple of weeks, in particular after the games against Sheffield United losing 3-1 and the 0-0 away draw against Bournemouth, the mood was very, very low amongst the Spurs fans. But that mood has been heavily lifted after Sunday's North London derby victory over Arsenal, winning 2-1 with Heung-Min Son getting the first goal and then Heung-Min Son setting up Toby Alderweireld to get our winner. I'm now going to speak to a few Spurs fans to get their mood and get their thoughts ahead of the Newcastle clash. So I've now got Spurs fan Jamie with me from the Daily Hotspur. Jamie, the team lineup tonight is Hugo Lloris, Serge Aurier, Davinson Sanchez, Toby Alderweireld, Ben Davies, Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko, Giovanni Lo Celso, Lucas Moura, Heung-Min Son, and Harry Kane. Impressed with that?
Yeah, I mean, look, it did the business against Arsenal, didn't it? You would have thought that maybe there would have been a bit of rotation given, you know, the fixtures being so close to one another and having played so many games. I mean, I guess that's kind of a bit of a surprise. You know, you've got some attacking options. So in a sense, that is a bit of a surprise. There hasn't been any rotation. But look, I mean, Lucas Moura was fantastic against Arsenal, worked really hard. Heung-Min Son looked getting back to his best. And Harry Kane as well was looking good again. So in a way, I'm not too surprised there isn't much rotation. I think, obviously, the big one is Serge Aurier. I mean, you know, massive respect to him for coming to play. And, you know, yeah. I just think that's really, really great of him that he's playing for us. And, yeah, just best of luck to him tonight.
Jamie, a couple of weeks ago, it was all doom and gloom for us Tottenham fans. You know, certainly after the Sheffield United away game and the Bournemouth away game, really, really dull matches to watch. And poor results as well. That result of the weekend against Arsenal has just given us all a huge lift, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, the Bournemouth game was really tough for me, actually. It was just because it was such a difficult game to watch because the performance was so poor. To have 0 shots on target was really, really embarrassing against a side like Bournemouth. So that Arsenal game was a really welcome lift for me. I think the one thing I'm looking forward to or looking to tonight is really Spurs trying to get up for this sort of occasion. You know, you look at our 2 best performances so far, Manchester United and Arsenal. Now, obviously, Man United under the lights, the new stadium, then, of course, the first North London derby. Those are 2 occasions that are easy to get up for. And you look at our poor performances, the Bournemouth game, the Sheffield game, this sort of time during the midweek, there may be the lesser teams. So it's about getting up for these big games. And that's what I want to see today. You know, I want to see these players really being up for today. There's a lot on the line because we need these 3 points to get into that Europa League spot. I think that it's really important that we do get in that Europa League spot for the additional transfer or money that will come into the club from that. And then, of course, Spurs need to be in some sort of European competition. So, yeah, I need to see a big performance tonight from Spurs.
Surely, though, Jamie, if Tottenham were to get in the Europa League for the 2020-2021 season, we have to win 3 of our remaining games. And Tottenham have to be up for it tonight because Jose Mourinho has openly said that he wants that Europa League place.
Yeah, I want to be in that Europa League competition next year. I think that it's a great one. Firstly, it's a great chance for Spurs to get back into the Champions League. I think if you look at the top 4 next year, it's going to be very hard to break into that. So that Europa League is a way of doing so. As a football club, I think we're in a stage where we're trying to develop and we're trying to kind of refresh. And I think that Europa League gives you a good chance to do that because it gives you a chance to play players and develop players, especially if you look at a lot of the younger players that are kind of coming through at the moment, gives them an opportunity to do so. But it is, of course, a tough ask. You know, we are some way behind. There's obviously Sheffield United and Wolves, who both are looking good, but they've got some tough fixtures as well. Spurs maybe have the more favourable fixtures. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting running. But as I said, like tonight, it's got to be a big performance because the last couple of games at 6 o'clock during the week have been really disappointing.
With the lineup that Jose Mourinho's put out today, though, Jamie, it is arguably Tottenham's best 11, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I remember coming on here last week or so against Bournemouth, and I was very confident. We all were. Well, exactly. So it is difficult to know what you're going to get from this Tottenham team, and that's kind of what I mean. You really these players can get up for it sometimes, but it only seems to be the big occasions, and that's why tonight's so crucial that we do. So it is Spurs. It's probably Spurs' best 11. I mean, maybe listing the likes of Ali. I mean, there is maybe the debate, where does he actually fit in? But yeah, it's a strong enough team to go and beat Newcastle tonight, especially the run of form they've been on. So yeah.
No, Jamie, what I was getting at is Tottenham's, best possible 11 that Jose Mourinho could put out tonight. And I've got to admit, in the past, that's one thing I do love about Jose Mourinho is that he will always put his best possible 11 out, regardless of his next game. That's why it disappointed me, that lineup against Norwich in the FA Cup, because it wasn't our best 11. But when you look at past matches, he always puts out the best 11 because it would be so easy for him to rotate the squad at this stage. But these games are hugely important, so surely he's got to be putting out the best team.
Well, that's the thing as well. I mean, as I said, it was quite a surprise that there was no rotation. But if you look at how well they did, and I think that how hard they worked, I think that's something that Mourinho really wants his players to do, is to fit into his defensive system, work really hard, and those players all proved that they can do that on the weekend. So yeah, I think it's great that he's gone and trusted them again. And as you said, yeah, it's great that he has gone and picked his strongest lineup. You don't want to see any sort of letting up in terms of, we just want to continue on from the weekend. And it's great to see that we have gone for the same 11. So, yeah, I agree. That's definitely a positive.
Jamie, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Spurs win tonight. What are you going for?
I think last week I went way too optimistic. I went 3-0. No, I still, look, you've got to be confident, especially after the weekends. But I'm going to keep it sensible. I'm going to go for just 2-0. 2-0 to Spurs. But, yeah, I think we'll still win.
That will do. Jamie, enjoy the game, and thanks very much for coming on again.
Thank you.
So I've now got Spurs fan Dean with me. Dean, Newcastle United away tonight. Surely after the North London derby on Sunday, you are a lot more positive.
Yes, I am. It was a good game, the North London derby. I think we played better in the first half than we did the second, but obviously the tactics that Jose used worked. Obviously, if that goal didn't go in, we'd have been questioning it. But that's us fans, I guess. So, yeah, I am a little bit more upbeat. So I think we've got enough to beat Newcastle. I see somewhere that Jose hasn't won there yet. So this is going to be a first for him. Kane's going to score his 200th goal, and we're going to win 3-1. How's that?
There's confidence for you. 3-1.
Yes.
And you've got a smile on your face, Dean. That's
I
unusual.
have, yeah. It kind of, it does lift the spirits. It really does. I mean,
yeah.
I wish the players could feel what we feel as fans. Feel you feel the losses, you feel the wins. So if they could get what we feel and understand what we feel as fans, then I think they'd play a little bit differently. That's why I think some of the homegrown, like Harry Winks, Harry Kane, and not Ben Davies, they understand the game. That's why. And I think, saying Ben Davies, I think he had a good game. I'd love to have seen that rocket go in, because that'd have been it.
Dean, Jose Mourinho's after this Europa League place for next season. How do you feel about Europa League football?
I remember when I was at White Lane when Martin Yole done his "We were the best of the rest" speech. Like when we was physically going into the European football. It wasn't Champions League, but it was a nice foot back into that sort of that football. So yeah, European football is European football, and to win it would be great. Trophy is a trophy is a trophy.
Well, we've had European football at Tottenham Hotspur for the last 12 seasons. So if we weren't in any European competition next season, wouldn't it feel weird?
I think it would. It really would. But then again, you've got that flip thing where the Chelsea wasn't in it and Leicester wasn't in it. And they've done so well in the league. But you can't have that ground that we've got and everything else that's around it and not have European football. I mean, we're going to be going to some weird and wonderful places, that's for sure, and places that we've never ever been before. But yeah, still got to have European football.
Are you feeling confident for these remaining 3 games, though, Dean? Newcastle, Leicester and Crystal Palace?
Yeah, Leicester's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a weird one, depending where they are as well, because obviously they're in, at the moment, Champions League places, and then they're going to fall into the Europa League places. So they're going to be fighting for that as well. But I don't know what's happened to their form. Their form has just got dropped away.
Yeah.
And the Palace, I think Palace will be okay. So yeah, I think we will get it. But if we do get it, it'll be by the skin of our teeth.
Gosh, you are more confident than usual.
I am the happy one.
Dean, I love your confidence. I hope that we get the 3 points today because we really do need them. Dean, thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs.
Go on, you Spurs.
After just 6 minutes in the game, Newcastle have had 2 glorious chances. One that we have blocked, very well defended, and one that they have missed. Very worrying opening 6 minutes for Spurs. 16 minutes gone now. Newcastle put a wonderful cross in the box and it was headed over. Another chance and another warning for Tottenham. Yes, after 26 minutes, Heung-Min scores for Tottenham, 1-0 Spurs. Newcastle have had all of the chances in this game so far, but that man, Heung-Min has done it for us again. Giovanni Lo Celso was actually on the floor, managed to get the ball to Sonny, and then Sonny with his right foot, 1-0. 29 minutes gone. Heung-Min nearly made it 2-0. What a fantastic strike. It looked like it was going top right-hand corner. And Dubravka comes out with a fantastic save. Heung-Min is on fire. 31 minutes gone now. This is a lot better from Tottenham Hotspur now. Lucas Moura just had the ball, dribbled past a couple of players, looked like he was fouled, didn't get the free kick. But this is much better from Spurs. In the 42nd minute, Newcastle have just hit the post, and I tell you what, leading up to this, they have had a number of chances. Tottenham are very, very lucky at the moment to be 1-0 up. Throughout the whole of this half so far, Newcastle have been putting in some excellent crosses and have been trying their luck from long range, thinking that they can beat Hugo Lloris from that distance. So the half-time whistle has just gone. Newcastle 0, Tottenham 1. The Heung-Min goal separates the two sides at half-time. I'm now going to speak to Spurs fan Dave to get his thoughts on the first half. So I've now got Spurs fan Dave with me. Dave, the half-time whistle has just gone. Newcastle 0, Tottenham 1. What have you made of the first half?
Yeah, a very smart finish from Sonny to put us in the lead. The first 20 minutes, very mediocre again. It was almost like Bournemouth revisited. I thought it was a very patchy, scrappy game, first 20 minutes. And I thought we can't carry on in this vein. And then we seemed to get a little bit of momentum. We were camped around their area a little bit. And then they threw the ball through and Sonny just managed to squeeze that one in. But Newcastle, we need another goal. And I hope we're just not going to sit back on this 1-0. They've hit the post and they've looked dangerous on a number of occasions, Newcastle. And I think we need another goal. One goal won't be enough. If we don't get another one, I can see them scoring.
They've had a lot of chances, Dave, haven't they?
A lot of chances. And I just feel that we're holding off from them a little bit. I mean, Lo Celso keeps getting brought down, and Davis isn't getting in the game whatsoever. Aurier's crossing is poor. Lloris hadn't had that much to do, but Maximum, if he goes on one of them runs, those mazy runs, and once again we're giving away these free kicks on the edge of the area. And really, you've got to cut them out. You know, we've been having the last few games have been too many free kicks. So, yeah, it's all right, but it's not. I don't feel comfortable, especially when Newcastle get that ball. They got the handbrake on half. You know, we want to get that handbrake off and go full belt. We need another goal, and then I feel a bit more comfortable. What do you feel?
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. We just want to see more goals. But I've gone for a 1-0 Tottenham, so I'm expecting.
Oh, you have. I know you have.
I'm now expecting us to go on and win this game 1-0. But Heung-Min Son, let's talk about him, Dave, because he always seems to deliver for Tottenham, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He had that fantastic little shot. It's his little trademark finish inside the post. And he had another one that the Bradford pushed over the top. I mean, he looks in the mood. If someone's going to score, Harry, I feel, looks a bit subdued to me. He looks a bit. He's running the channels, but he doesn't look. He doesn't look himself. I don't know if you feel that, but he just look. And Mora's trying very hard, but he's running blind alleys, and he's they're on a couple of bookings, some of them. So I think they'll bring on fresh legs, and the fresh legs might get us over the line, but it hasn't been a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination. And Newcastle are a bit of a bogey team to us. If you remember, over the years, we've had very trouble of getting results, especially at home where we've had trouble with them. Well, they beat us at home, as you know. So, but that their record goal scorer, I think he scored against us in August, and he went about 6 months without scoring a goal. His name eludes me for a minute, but yeah.
Dave, isn't it surprising? A couple of weeks ago, all of us fans were very down. It was it seemed a very dull season. Yes, it has been a very mediocre season, but these 3 games could be key to give Tottenham some sort of something to go into next season for, to play Europa League football, because Tottenham have had European football for the past 12 seasons, and surely we want to make that a 13th consecutive season where we've got European football at our stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we need it for the fans need it. I know Europa's is not, second to the Champions League, but it is Europe, and you do get a berth in the Champions League, because who knows what's going to happen next year. So when it's all going to start and if we're going to be allowed in, I mean, it's only ifs and buts. But as you say, if we can get a European place, a European berth, even if we finish 7th, then we have got there's some reward for this year we want to get out of our system.
Well, Dave, I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Madrid, we've been to Munich. We now want to go to the little places in Europe, the back and beyond. I'm looking forward to the trips already.
The back and beyond Azerbaijan, and who knows where, Timbuktu, isn't it? If they've got their own team down there. Yeah.
Dave, last question. Are you confident that Tottenham will get a Europa League place this season?
Well, it's 50-50. I'm going 50. I'm sitting on the fence, but
you are sitting on the fence.
let's say we'll get it. Let's say we squeeze in the 7th, 6th. Or so. I mean, you asked me 3 or 4 months ago where we finished. I said 6th place, and we probably.
I think you're still on the fence then.
I'm still about 6th place. Yeah, it's a disappointing season, but let's have something to show for it.
Dave, thank you very much. Enjoy the second half, and let's hope that Tottenham carry on winning and get these 3 points today. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
.56 minutes gone. It is now 1-1. Richie has just put a thunderbolt in Tottenham's net. A fantastic goal from his left foot. Just such poor defending. No one even close to him. No one even closing him down. Completely free on the edge of the box. Takes a touch and shoots into the top corner. Tottenham 2, Newcastle 1. Harry Kane has got his goal that he has been after for these last few matches. What a fantastic header and what a fantastic cross by Steven Bergwijn. Steven Bergwijn hits it, crosses it with his right foot, and then Harry Kane heads down to the bottom right-hand corner. What an excellent reply from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So it's Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. I've got to say, actually, Lucas Moura went off in the 57th minute. Steven Bergwijn come on. Just 3 minutes. It took Steven Bergwijn 3 minutes to set up Harry Kane. It was a wonderful, wonderful cross. And that is what we have been missing throughout this season. Service like that, or in particular since Christian Eriksen has gone. When you can get service like that into Harry Kane will always finish and always punish our opponents. 72 minutes gone now. Lazaro has just hit the side netting for Newcastle. Newcastle, I tell you, on the break are pretty dangerous. They have created a number of chances in this game. I'm surprised, to be honest, that they have only scored 1 goal so far. But Tottenham just have the edge right now. 78 minutes gone in this game now. Still Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. As it stands in the other game, Wolves are beating Burnley away from home 1-0 at the moment. What does that mean for the Premier League table as it stands? Well, Wolves are in 6th place and Tottenham are in 7th. 72 minutes gone now. Lazaro has just hit the side netting for Newcastle. Newcastle, I tell you, on the break are pretty dangerous. They have created a number of chances in this game. I'm surprised, to be honest, that they have only scored 1 goal so far. But Tottenham just have the edge right now. 78 minutes gone in this game now. Still Newcastle 1, Tottenham 2. As it stands in the other game, Wolves are beating Burnley away from home 1-0 at the moment. What does that mean for the Premier League table as it stands? Well, Wolves are in 6th place and Tottenham are in 7th. 89 minutes gone. Tottenham 3, Newcastle 1. Eric Lamela was put through. He got a lucky rebound. He then got it again. He had a shot. The goalkeeper saved it. The ball come out and Harry Kane heads in. Fantastic. Tottenham 3, Newcastle 1. Tottenham are getting the 3 points today. And I'll tell you what, since Project Restart, we have played 7 Premier League games. We're about to win our 4th out of 7. Drawn 2 and only lost 1. Only lost to Sheffield United. You know, if we had this form just before Project Restart, Tottenham could be in the top 4. Spurs fan Dean, who I was speaking to at the start of the video, he will be very, very happy. He predicted 3-1 to Tottenham, and it will certainly put a smile on his face because in the last couple of months he has been very grumpy about Spurs, so it's nice to see Dean smiling. I've got to say, actually, Lucas Moura went off in the 57th minute. Steven Bergwijn come on. Just 3 minutes. It took Steven Bergwijn 3 minutes to set up Harry Kane. It was a wonderful, wonderful cross. And that is what we have been missing throughout this season. Service like that. Or in particular, since Christian Eriksen has gone. When you can get service like that into Harry Kane will always finish and always punish our opponents. The final whistle has just gone. Newcastle 1, Tottenham 3. Tottenham have taken that step closer to European football for the Europa League for the 2020-2021 season. We are now in 7th. We have 2 Premier League games left and we just have to keep winning. Heung-Min Son got Tottenham's first goal this evening and Harry Kane got his 200th and 201st goal of his career. Fantastic finishes from the 2 stars of Tottenham. Tottenham now have Leicester City at home this Sunday coming, and then on the final day of the season, Crystal Palace away. But we are that bit closer to European football. We just need to keep winning and just rely on other teams doing us a favour as well, and we will secure Europa League football next year. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think that Tottenham will get European football next season? And let me know what you thought of today's performance. Tottenham win again. Come on, you Spurs.